Hello everybody and welcome back to another Ches Aviation video. Today featuring the amazing, the one and only Aviator Dan from Infinite Flight. I'm super excited to have him here with me today, no less at beautiful LAX at our Infinite Flight meetup. So
first and foremost, very quickly before I go anywhere, Ches, thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, cool stuff. Pleasure to meet you again for the second time this year.
So Dan, what is it like being an aviation content creator?
It's definitely exciting. I really like it. Of course, it allows me to be able to video and share my passion with everyone on whatever platform we upload the content to. It's great. I really enjoy it.
And now, what do you think is most special about Infinite Flight?
The most special thing about Infinite Flight is the fact that we're able to unite people and bring like-minded individuals together to fly around the world on a mobile flight simulator.
So Dan, how does your phrase, carry your passion, really get put into action here at Infinite Flight?
That's a good question, and I could quite literally demonstrate that right now. Carry your passion. Well, we all have a passion for aviation, and I'm carrying it right here. If I really wanted to, I could open Infinite Flight on my phone and fly all the way from LAX to San Francisco, for example. So carry your passion, quite an accurate slogan, because we quite literally
Carrying the passion.
Carrying the passion, exactly, yeah.
So what is most unique about Infinite Flight?
I think exactly that, what we just mentioned, the ability to be able to use a flight simulator on the go wherever you might be, if that's in an airport lounge, at a family member's house, in a park. As you saw in
my last video, on a plane.
Right, on a plane. You can literally use it anywhere you want to. And that's what's really special because, of course, there are many other flight simulators that require a lot of hardware, a big PC, really nice setup. Whereas, no, Infinite Flight, you don't need that. You can literally use it wherever you are.
You guys also have a huge plethora of aircraft and lots of versatile aircraft, and a lot of work goes into them as well. And I think Infinite Flight is your true first step into becoming a pilot, even going to flight school, and maybe even just a professional flight simulator. Yeah, so Dan, how do we break through TSA?
That's a story for another time.
So Dan, I want to know, what is your favorite aircraft?
Oh, okay, really interesting question. It's a really interesting question, thank you for asking it. I get asked this question a lot. On the Infinite Flight streams, I get asked this more or less on every single one of them. And to be honest, I don't really have a solid answer. What I can tell you is I prefer Airbus over Boeing. So if I was to pick my two favorite, you're a Boeing guy, if I was to pick my two favorite aircraft
I'm from America.
by Airbus, I think it'd either be the A380 or the A350.
Bring up one of your streams here.
Yeah.
How embarrassed did you feel in the moment you did that butter landing and that BA aircraft with the landing gear up?
Stand by. Air Force 338. Stand
Oh,
by.
come on, don't
Air
float
Force
it.
338.
Oh! Oh, that wasn't too bad! Why is the plane... Guys, why is my plane broken? No! 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 No!
You see, not everyone can butter an aircraft without landing gear, so that was more of a proud moment than anything, no. Yeah, it was slightly awkward, but it made for very good content, and it will forever live on as a meme about me, the guy that forgets to use his landing gear when landing.
So Dan, what really brought you into aviation?
Good question. Actually, it was very many years ago. My granddad used to take me to the airport and sit me on the roof of his car watching the arrivals into London Gatwick. I used to sit there with my small model aircraft, pretending to fly them over the hedge, just like the big real aircraft were doing. So yeah, my granddad really, and
Thomas Cook model, right?
my Thomas Cook A330 model, yep. Look up to him, he's a great guy, and he's the one who, and yeah, he's the one who got me into aviation in the first place.
If I get my private pilot's license for a single engine plane, will you go flying with me?
Yes. Yeah, I'll come. Yeah, 100%. If I'm out in LA, I will definitely come flying with you, 100%.
I'll fly you to Oshkosh.
Let's do it. Let's do the Fisk arrival into Oshkosh.
Will you subscribe to Ches Aviation?
Yeah. I'm already subscribed.
You already subscribed?
I'm already subscribed.
Aviator Dan, the GOAT, is already subscribed to Ches Aviation. That is amazing. Truly, this is just an honor to be here with you. And for our final minute or two of our interview, I do want to call in a very, very special guest. What is it? What is your message to young aviation content creators like us?
Okay, good question. Really good question. I would say one of the most important things about content creators that are just starting off is persistence. Keep going. Obviously, it's not going to go anywhere right as you start. It's quite hard to get the numbers that you want to see right off the bat. So persistence, stay consistent. Try to upload content that's as good as it can possibly be for your skill set. Try hard. If you put the effort into it, it'll 100% pay off. Another really good point is to not be disheartened about the numbers that you might see right off the bat. And it happens to a lot of big content creators as well. It's happened to me in the past. Don't rely on the numbers that you see in your YouTube studio. You might have a bad video, you might have a really good video that gets 20,000 views, and that's great. But then you might have another video, your next video, that only gets 5,000 views or so, which isn't bad, but it's not as good as the other one. What I'm trying to say here is don't let that dishearten you. Just because a video might do better than the other, it doesn't mean that you should stop or try a different method, because your method could work very well, especially if there's a huge gap in the market with what you're doing. My third and final point. Okay, hold on. There's a plane. This is probably about the 100th plane whilst we've been trying to record this. Jet A1 right up my nostrils. It's great.
The best smell. The best smell there is.
I've had a brain fart. It's gone.
Me as well. I have another question. So I have one question for you though.
Okay, let's scrap that. I've forgotten the other thing I was going to say, the third point, but let's move on.
I'm still going to include the aviation content creation stuff, but aviation is such a special niche, and it's so exciting to see more people come into this hobby, and I think more ways of doing that is reaching out to the community like you did here at LAX today. Will we see more meetups like this, or will we see you at FS Expo 2024?
Again, really good question. Flight Sim Expo 2024. We're discussing this at the moment behind the scenes at Infinite Flight. There's quite a good possibility that yes, I'll be there and the company will be there. More on that soon. In terms of these meetups and in-person events, yes, we absolutely love doing these. Like I've said earlier on, we really value our community, and we think it's really important to engage with you all, invite you out to these in-person events where we can share our passion, watch planes for a day, wherever that might be in the world. So yeah, in short, to summarize that, to answer your question, yes, we'll do plenty more of these in the future.
What do you see for the future of Infinite Flight?
So I can't say too much. What I can say is there's some really cool things that are being worked on at the moment, which I think people should be very excited for.
Now, inviting for our final segment right here, we do have a special guest who came also just for today's meetup. Okay, so finally, Lane's Aviation, do you have any questions for Dan?
I have one question. Can you subscribe to my YouTube channel?
I don't know. If I'm not, I will, I promise.
It doesn't have to be on the Infinite Flight channel, but it can be on your other channel. But anyway, it works.
Anyways, thank you so much, Aviator Dan, for coming here to LAX today. And yeah, maybe one day I invite you out to lunch and we just do a day of content creation one day, if you're ever back here in LA.
If I'm ever back.
It was great to see you.
Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to be a part of Ches Aviation's video. Like what I say on the Infinite Flight streams, keep the dirty side down, and Ches will see you in the next one. Until then, I'm out.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to Ches Aviation.